Hello and welcome to Where Are We, the channel where you can keep up with us as we go on our travels around the globe. I'm Johnny, you're going to get to meet Emily soon, and our first big adventure of the year, we're heading on over to Austria for a week's worth of skiing. Commencing our first adventure of the year, we went for an early morning walk with our good friend Sean. It's all on his channel, so if you do want to go and watch that, I'll put the link in the description below. We're just getting the car packed up, we're going to head on our way over to Manchester, so we'll get that completed and see you there. So we've stopped for the obligatory airport beer. We've made it through security, obviously not without a hitch. Stupid old me did not take any liquids out of his bag, so that's caused us a 15-minute delay. But we're just going to chill out here for a little bit, wait to get on our flight, and then we'll see you in Austria. Austria, guys, and more specifically we're in Zell Am See. We arrived in the dark last night, so there wasn't much to show really. We were also knackered as well, so they just offered us some hot food. We had a beer and then hopped into bed. Turns out there's some massive bells that go off at 7 AM in the morning here. Everyone likes a really early start, so that was a fun one, but really excited for the day. Emily's just behind me getting her skis and everything sorted. We're going to head up on the gondola, get to the top. It's supposed to be quite snowy today, so I'm not sure what footage we're going to get, but if we try and get some today, we'll do. If not, we'll leave it for tomorrow. We've got a good 6 days ahead of us, so see you guys then. About halfway through our first day, we've stopped off for lunch near the top of the mountain. It was pretty blowy up there with the snow that's coming in, but as you can see from the view behind me now, it is absolutely gorgeous. The sun's come over this side of the mountain. Em's just actually handled a black on her first day, which is, I think, brilliant. I'll stick some footage over this about how she's absolutely nailed it. Your thoughts on a black on your first day?
Yeah, why not?
Nailed it, absolutely nailed it.
Post pizza.
Oh, love that. After a beer as well?
After a beer and pizza, yeah, why not?
Amazing, amazing. So we're just going to finish off today. We'll see what's going on tonight and then hit the mountain again tomorrow. Welcome back to day 2, guys. As you can see, the weather's changed a lot from yesterday. The snow is coming down really heavily. They said this was going to come yesterday, but I think it saved it for today. It sounds like we've got about 3 days of this, so whilst the scenic footage might not be the best, there should be some really nice stuff to come out in the next few days. So we'll just heading up to the top now. I'm going to see what we can get for lunch. Yesterday was a banging pizza, obviously beer with that as well, and then we'll see where we go from there for the afternoon. What an afternoon we've had so far. A little bit sketchy, to be fair. Stopped off for dinner at the panoramic bar, had another one of the pizzas because they were that good yesterday. As you can see, it's still absolutely banging it down with snow, and right on top of the mountain we could see it was blowing a bit of a gale. So we came out to the restaurant, all of our skis and things were everywhere, and it was basically a whiteout. And for those non-skiers out there, a whiteout, you can't really see a couple of meters ahead of you, so it can get a bit dodgy, especially when you can't see the edges of the run. Emily's only about 5 or 6 meters away from me. She was wearing bright clothing, and I just could not see her at all, so we had to get our dodge on that one. But Emily's gone back down now. She's just having a chill out, having a coffee. I thought I'd get 1 or 2 more runs in myself, and we'll call it a day. Say though, with all the snow coming down, I know it makes it a little bit difficult to see, but if you are a competent skier who loves kind of getting into the deeper stuff, these are absolutely perfect conditions. I mean, just look around, it's so nice here. Anyone that's thinking of coming to Austria and Zell Am See, absolutely do it. It is amazing, and they're taking all the regulations away about the bars closing at 10 o'clock as well, so if you come after the 5th, 6th of February, you'll have a great time. We're having a wander around tonight just to explore Zell Am See a bit more. As you can see, the architecture behind me is just absolutely beautiful, and I know it looked great in the day, but equally with the snow covering it, as you can see, it's still coming down as it has been all day. The place is just absolutely lovely. Had a look into the church bells and the church itself a little bit more, just out of interest more than anything. Turns out the church is actually from 750 AD. Absolutely mind-boggling that something's even still standing like that, never mind actually being used. They go off at all sorts of times in the day as well, so that's quite entertaining. Definitely doesn't leave you with much time to lay in, so we're just having a little wander. Probably we're a bit overzealous with the beers last night on our first night, so we'll take it a bit more chilled this evening, and then we've got tomorrow. Turns out I'm going out with some quite advanced skiers tomorrow to a different resort, so that should be pretty interesting. I'll try and get some footage. Day 3 saw me join the Ski Club of Great Britain. It's a group I found on Facebook. They've got loads of reps in all the resorts across Europe and America who know the resorts all in the area like the back of their hand. They charge you €20 for the day. We jumped in their minibus for 45 minutes around the mountain to Alpendorf. It wasn't a group where I really wanted to stick the camera in their faces, so I did get minimal footage on this day, but it was a really, really good day skiing. Had a really nice meal at the top of the mountain. We went to a bar at the bottom of the mountain to finish the day off. Austria had to call it après chill. Après ski wasn't legally allowed at that point, but there was a great duo on. We really enjoyed the evening, and then we headed back to Zell Am See. Hello, welcome to day 4. Didn't get much footage yesterday. I did go out with the experienced skiers, and my god, that's probably one of the hardest skiing days I've ever had for multiple reasons. Firstly, they were just far superior skilled to me. They were just nailing the off-piste, really deep snow. We went to a resort called Alpendorf because a lot of the stuff was closed around here. Again, they were just getting tons of snow coming down, whiteouts at some point, wind was whipping through, some really steep slopes as well, but it was a lot of fun. My legs are struggling a bit today, if I'm honest. We've just had lunch down in the town, so we're going to head back up for the last few hours of the day, see what runs we can get in. A couple of lifts now open, so that will help us. I'll try and get some footage, but it's still pretty misty and pretty snowy, so not sure what we'll get. Well, talking about it, must have jinxed it last time. Managed to get one run in when we've gone at the 4-man that leads some really nice reds and blues. Wind started picking up when we were sat on it. We were probably within the last 10 people to get up, and they've closed it again. Em's just going to stay at the bottom. I'm going for the black for one more. Legs are getting tired, so I don't want to push it too hard and end up hurting myself. So I'll take you down the black run, then we're going to call that a day, and we're going to get back to the hotel. Day 5, here we are. We're going for a bit of an adventure today over to Kaprun and going a lot higher up the mountain and actually hopefully skiing on the glacier today. The peak of that mountain is just over 3,000 metres, whereas the resort we're in is just about 2,000. Supposedly glacier skiing is a really good experience as well. Not going to be many trees up there, but I imagine the views are going to be spectacular, so we'll try and get some shots up there. We've made it to Kaprun Kitzsteinhorn. We're just up on the first lift now. That's taken us about 1,000 metres up the mountain to just under 2,000 metres. Got a couple more lifts to go to get to the top of the Kitzsteinhorn glacier. That sits at just over 3,000 metres. We can't ski right from the top, but we can get lifts up there, and hopefully there's some spectacular views today. I mean, just looking around this place, it is amazing so far. So I can't wait to see what it looks like at the top. So we'll get you back when we're up there and see what the views are like. Welcome to about 2/3 of the way up the mountain at the moment. Feels like you're on top of the world already, but if I turn it around, there's a fair way to go yet. You can just see the bubble lift in the distance. It goes right to the top. Looks like there's still some snow bashing going on there, and it sounds like Emily's just had her first experience of what it sounds like when they blow some of the dynamite up to set a controlled avalanche off. It doesn't fill you with loads of confidence, but then again, they do know what they're doing, so let them be, and we'll just stick to skiing on the piste here. It does look like there's quite a few off-piste runs here. The one right behind me that heads down there, I've just seen a few people heading down that way in the nice thick powder. Not sure I'll be doing that today, not knowing exactly where we are, but maybe in the resort back. We'll try and do a bit more off-piste skiing before we finish for the week. 3,029 metres we are now. We're at the top of Salzburg. We're as high as you can safely go on the Kitzsteinhorn glacier. There is a bit more going up there, but it doesn't look overly hospitable, so we'll stay down here. We're going to grab a coffee and then start skiing back down. Got a fair way to go. About 360 metres through the mountain, where they've dug all the way through it, and it tells a story along the way about how the whole resort really has come about. I'll try and video through it and skip a few bits. It takes a fair few minutes to walk through, but I've just got to this viewing platform and just look behind me. It's absolutely stunning. It's really beautiful. This is exactly why you come skiing, really. It is for the activity, but more so the views as well. It is just amazing. So I'm just stood at the top of a black run called the Black Mamba, and it's notorious for being incredibly steep, incredibly bumpy. If it's anything like the red I've just come down to actually get here, they're going to be at least waist-high moguls. It looks pretty steep if I give you a turn around there, but we'll have a go. Nothing scares me too much. What could go wrong, eh? Didn't really want to risk filming that, but yeah, that was steep. Probably the wall behind me is probably about 65-70 degrees, so I'll take that, but I don't know if I've got a better skier or just stupider. Wasn't that scared coming down that, to be fair. I'd definitely do that again. So just going to go back up to the top, meet Em, then probably going to get a couple more runs in, head over to the town in Kaprun, and then work our way back to Zell Am See.
So I'm going for another go at the Black Mamba. Enjoyed it first time around so much, and Emily's comfy enough where she is. So I'm going to include the red this time because that's probably just about as difficult as the black in some places. So enjoy. So that's the red navigated quite quickly, puts good burn on the legs, so it's just short little path around here and then onto the black we go. Nice little bit of macaroni to end the black run. There we go.
I didn't film much of our journey back to Kaprun and Zell Am See. We came down off the glacier, we took the 3K telecabin, massive cabins that covered 3K, funnily enough. What a piece of engineering that is. I'd definitely have a look at that on YouTube or some articles if there are those about. This has been a close to day 5, probably the best day of skiing I've had in years and years and years. We've got one day to go tomorrow, so we're going to make the most of that, and then we're flying back on Saturday.
last day of our trip, so we're going to make the most of the skiing today. Just thought I'd start out with that video. I know Sean loves the cloud inversion, and we've just passed through it. We were getting a little bit worried we wouldn't be able to see anything, but you can see how sunny it is above the clouds now, so it looks like it's going to be a lovely day. Well, the ski gods have definitely saved the best weather for the last day. Just look at that behind me. Bar the aeroplane trails, it's a complete bluebird. We've got the clouds underneath us. Sean, I told you you'd like this one. Be jealous of that. Just stood at the top of the Trass Express. It's another black in Zell Am See that we're at, and this one is actually at its steepest point, 70 degrees. I think it is one of the steepest runs in Austria. So it is the last day. Hopefully this all goes well. At this new angle of the camera on the ski pole as well, and try and look back at myself. I've never seen myself skiing before, so this could be an experience for everyone here. I think this will probably be the last black of the trip, so I'm going to go, probably enjoy it, probably be absolutely knackered by the end, but I'll catch up with you then. So I've just completed the first bit pretty quickly there. That was averaging between about 18 and 32% gradient. This is now the 70% bit, so probably going to take this a little bit steadier than I did there. Just coming to the clouds here as well, so this bit could get a bit sketchy, to be fair. So if the camera's wobbling about a bit, it's probably because I'm concentrating quite a lot. Stop here and just check the situation out and potentially take the camera off. I actually can't see where I'm going, to be fair. If you look in my journey of direction, we'll see the piste. I've got no idea. Well, we made it. Finish line's here. Probably couldn't see the steepest bit there, to be fair, so again, couldn't be that scared of it. Yesterday was a bit clearer when we were going down the Black Mamba, but yeah, that's the Trass 14 ticked off the list. Getting my last run in the day from near enough the top to the bottom, and that'll be the last run for the whole week of skiing as well. We've done our 6 days. It's been absolutely amazing everywhere I've been. Zell Am See, Kaprun, Alpendorf, all been really beautiful ski resorts. Weather's not been the best at times, but you know, if you want good snow, you're not always going to get that. Would really like to come back in the near future. It's been amazing being here, especially after a couple of years away of skiing because of the obvious. So from me, from these beautiful mountains, see ya.